Welcome to Dreams Beyond Borders with Aussies Group, your guide to global education, career opportunities, and student journeys to Australia. I'm Tobi, and today we are joined by Ethan Chu, Regional Manager of Sturt University for Melbourne and Sydney campuses. We'll be discussing how pathway programs are helping international students succeed and sharing insights on the key decisions students face when choosing a campus, courses, and institutions. Thank you for joining us, Ethan.
My pleasure.
Could you start by explaining how CSU's Melbourne and Sydney campuses support international students academically and personally?
That's a very good question, Tobi. And I'm very glad and very proud to be here in Sri Lanka and obviously your invitation for this interview. Sturt Sydney and Melbourne campus, number one, is actually absolutely the new campus. I mean, it's just around less than 2 years old. So, particularly for our international students, we have dedicated student services to support your international students. A lot of international students is just first time being in Australia, so we will take care of them, by really carefully, with the full of care, understand their needs and stuff like that, through their academic, including if they are having some challenges in their academic. So we give them one-on-one a little bit tutorial, give a little bit more attention to it, so that they can actually cook up in their studies as an international in Australia.
So, from your experience, what role do pathway programs play in preparing students for university life and helping them succeed in their chosen courses?
Yeah, that's a very good question. First of all, our university in Charleston is actually accepting students directly to a degree and a master's program. So it's not a pathway providers that we're moving on. Okay. So technically, we are, once you come to us in Charleston, in either Sydney or Melbourne itself, you are as university students as the university's year one onwards. Okay. So technically, when you are choosing the right course itself, you are setting up the path for your success with Charleston, Sydney and Melbourne.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Many students face doubts when choosing between a main campus and a branch campus, Ethan. In your opinion, what are the key factors they should consider, such as facilities, resources, technology, curriculum, faculty, and also student life when making that decision?
Absolutely. I do understand some students have some this kind of challenges, choosing the right campus, is it a regional or maybe the main campus. But you have to understand, couple of things. Number one, what course are you choosing? So let's say, for example, you're choosing a nursing course, and then nursing course, and in this university, now universities in regional with all the facilities, with very clinics around, hospitals around, that kind of facility, full facilities available, then you can choose based on the course. Okay. But other than that, if you're choosing like IT program, business program, accounting program, and those quite generic programs or commercial program, then the next 4 factors you'll be asking is, what kind of campus life do I want to choose? If you are a person that you like more vibrant, you like more a little bit of nightlife, a little bit of outside from Monday to Fridays lifestyle, Saturday, Sunday, a little bit more enjoy your lifestyle kind of the lifestyle you have, then probably Sydney or Melbourne will be the best choice. And don't forget, Sydney and Melbourne, particularly Melbourne, you have a huge Sri Lankans and South Asians communities over there. So food, restaurants, and also grocery, spices, it's very easy accessible in the big cities. If in the thought of maybe in the regional, then you'll be finding some challenges finding those maybe food and restaurants. So these are few factors that you can look at, and then other than that, also maybe you can thought of where or which cities that you wanted to have more friends. If you come and study with us in Charleston, it could be 2 years, could be 3 years, sometimes you will build a friendship, you build your entire network around that city. So just have a thought of is that the cities that you want? That is the few tips I can share with you.
Are there differences in technology, curriculum, or learning resources between the main and branch campuses that students should be aware of? And how do these differences impact their learning experience and career preparation?
That's a very good question, Toby. For particular Charles Sydney and Melbourne campus, because of the course is actually designed by the regional, and then we actually embedded in the Sydney and Melbourne campus. So all the facilities, all the necessary facilities will be mirroring the main campus.
Right.
So basically, students do not get a much difference in terms of learning, in terms of experience in facility-wise. But the only key thing probably they might be say an advantage in Sydney and Melbourne, that is more bigger company internship or more reputable company. They might be have access in the big city such as Sydney or Melbourne.
Right. Okay. How does Navitas support students in this process? For example, helping them understand campus differences, choosing the right course, and preparing them academically and personally for success at either campus.
Very good question, Toby. And yes, I'm excited to answer that question. As a Navitas is a brand has been known for years, for 30 years now, for excellence quality, particular as a come to students' experience and come to students' outcome.
Right.
So this is where we support the student, providing the right guidance, providing the right information and a great fit for your students, particularly from Sri Lanka here. So we will have support either here in Sri Lanka as well as onshore in Australia.
Yeah. All right. What advice would you give to international students who are planning to study at CSU, Melbourne and Sydney, especially when it comes to balancing academic choices, campus selection and career planning?
The great one, Toby, that is, overseas study is always not that easy. It's a long way. You need to prepare in advance, and then not sure, not just mentally, also financially. So technically, I would advise the student in Sri Lanka, go with what you really want. Number one, and number two, what is the futures coming on? Like for example, now, moving for the next 5 to 10 years. The whole world is moving to AI. We are in an interesting situation here where, in an era, I just explained to you on this, we just discussed this, that in a changing environment where we are transition time where we need AI, at the same time, it's a bit scary, at the same time, we cannot live without AI. I think moving forward in the next 5 to 10 years, IT, AI, that segment will greatly needed and greatly provided in the society. So which means that either in any industry, any businesses, you will need AI, you need technologies, and you need automations as well. So perhaps this courses is actually giving a very good, lucrative as well as very promising future for the students.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I know you've got a very busy schedule ahead of your day, but thank you so much for being with us today and sharing your expertise and insights. It's clear that CSU, Melbourne and Sydney campuses, along with Navitas support and pathway programs, provide students with the guidance, preparation and confidence they need to make informed and academic career decisions. So thank you for coming today to our office and being with us.
My pleasure. Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
All the best to you.
Okay.
So to our listeners, if you are considering studying in Australia, Sturt University in Sydney and Melbourne are also known as the best value universities. So stay tuned with Dreams Beyond Borders for more expert advice, student stories and guidance on choosing the right campus and program. Until next time.